running now. Don't look down in fear now. It's you who've been talking, saying things that you can do. Cause I love you sing I grow. Since don't ask more. It's gonna be on site, so we just shoot.
Today I'm going to be focusing on stage 8. Now this video will help you if you're doing stage 5, 6 or 7, but again the mechanics are different at 30% or 50%, so yeah. Now I'm going to be putting up my Insignia setup for this dungeon as a gunslinger. Now you can copy some of this for yourself, but you can make adjustment as you please, so yeah. I know some class might want to increase their devastation insignias, and that's cool. I just keep mine at 1 because when the bosses grab, my burst is on CD, so I'm not really benefiting much from the grab, okay? Now we have 2 insignias that are really important for this dungeon. We have the snowball fight and we have the fever pitch insignia, okay? So the fever pitch insignias will give you a big DPS boost when you have the enhanced heat effect, okay? Now if you know, you have 2 different heat in this dungeon. You have the regular heat, which looks like a flame on you, and then you have the enhanced version, which is basically 2 orbs of flame surrounding you. It is very obvious to see the difference. Keeping this stack up will help your DPS a lot, okay? Also, this is a step-by-step clip as well, so I will be giving you pointers and telling you exactly what to do and how to keep your heat up, so yeah. So here the boss is doing the pull, and you can iframe this and you should iframe this, okay? Look at what I'm doing. I'm getting myself in line with where the boss is gonna throw the tank, okay? This is where you're gonna get your first heat, okay? If you miss this, you will be frozen, okay? So make sure that wherever the tank drops, you're there. The jump that the boss is doing here, you need to CC him right away. If he jumps on anybody, they lose their heat, okay? So if he jumps on you, you lose your heat. If he jumps on the party, they lose their heat, okay? So you can knock him down, but beware of his get up animation. Also, you can stun him as well, or any CC really, okay? This right here is the first lava puddle, which is your second chance of getting heat. So stand in it and get as much stack as possible. Also, when you do get to 8 stack of heat, you get the enhanced heat effect, okay? This attack here, you need to dodge this attack or else you will lose all of your heat stacks, so make sure to dodge this. Now if you notice that there's 2 attacks that I mentioned that will remove your heat, so you really need to pay attention to those 2 attacks. It's not about DPS, because if you're DPSing and not paying attention, you will not get DPS, if that makes sense, okay? Once you retain your heat stacks and you get to enhance, you will get a lot of DPS, so just focus on his rotation and just maintaining your heat, because that is the main thing about this dungeon. Keeping your heat stacks and you will get the damage eventually, okay? Iframe. See all those persons that are frozen? That's a freeze attack. Also, the boss just dropped another lava puddle. Now, if you notice that I have 7 stack of heat already, so when I do step in this, I will get enhanced heat. Now, pay attention to what I'm doing when enhanced heat comes, okay? I will break the boss, because at this point, everybody in your party should have enhanced heat if they maintain their heat. But some of them didn't, so I'm just gonna break the boss and look at the DPS that comes afterwards. So the boss just absorbed 8 puddles, so he's gonna do 8 smash. Now a lot of persons have problems with this part of the phase or this mechanic. Basically, you need to time your iframes and dodge each blast, okay? Now if you do have the snowball fight insignias, it will make things a lot easier. Once you have the enhanced heat effect, the snowball fight will reduce your CDs by 1 second on every resist, okay? But again, you still need to time your resist or else this will not benefit you, okay? Also, if you notice, the Insignia is saying that you need to have enhanced heat in order to get the CD reduction when resisting. Now, if you're not getting the heat, you won't benefit from this. If you're not maintaining the heat, you will not benefit from this. Having heat alone is not all. You need to have enhanced heat. And by this part of the mechanics, you should have enhanced heat. If you don't have it, that means you did something wrong, okay? So how do you do this? Now, this is a rhythm, okay? You need to find that rhythm and you need to practice, okay? So what you can do is start out by just iframing, okay? Don't focus on DPS, just iframe and just time your iframes, okay? And once you get used to it, then you can start doing your DPS in between. And if you do have a bubble like a shield for 5 seconds, then that will be super great for you. You can just pop your bubble and then DPS. Also, when you do have your bubble, that's the best time to like free your party members, so you can just walk around the boss and just free everybody like I'm doing here. So yeah. Now if you're one of the person that was frozen and someone saved you, don't start DPSing the boss, just go into iframe mode and start to dodge the attacks. Now, when someone frees you, you have the chance to survive that last blast, okay? So just use your iframe or use your 5-second shield and do your DPS, but try to survive most of the blasts. If you do get out of the ice and you start to DPS, you're just gonna be frozen again and then you're just gonna die, okay? And I see a lot of persons doing this, so if you're doing this, change that way, okay? Another mistake I see people doing is that when the boss doing the blast, a lot of persons are spamming their iframes, like they're doing like 3 different iframes in 1 second. That is not the way to do it. Now, it is a rhythm, okay? You just need to dodge and wait, dodge and wait, dodge and wait. Now, once you get used to this, you're gonna dodge DPS or DPS while you're iframing. So I'm just gonna show you a timing, okay? So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he's gonna end this with a lava puddle. Now, if you did manage to maintain your enhanced heat, you will have it for longer now with 30 seconds more, okay? So you can see how long you can actually maintain this if you pay attention to what he's doing and you're timing your iframe. So yeah. So for this phase, he's gonna pull the whole party. You can't iframe this. He's gonna throw the tank. You need someone to be the far mark, okay? So go out far and you're gonna lure the boss jump. Now this is where it gets tricky, okay? You can backstep out of this, or you can use a far range dash skill to get out. Now for me as a gunner, what I normally do is I just walk a little bit and then dash out, okay? So once I see the purple around me, I just walk a little bit and then dash out, okay? During this time, other party members should try and get heat from the tank. Also, you want to go back to the boss because the boss will drop a lava puddle, okay? Avoid stepping on the ice puddles because it will freeze you, okay? Now, after you get the lava puddle, after you see the lava puddle, turn your camera around because the boss will do the red light. Now, if you look at this red light, you will be frozen and then you're open to a jump attack, okay? So just get the lava and then turn around, okay? Now, for me as the far mark, I just get the lava and then backstep out and then turn around and then wait for the boss to jump to me again, okay? During this time, you can hit the mushrooms to get the enhanced heat buff and start clearing the field of the ice puddles, okay? Other party members who don't have the enhanced heat buff, they should go back to the boss again to get the lava puddle, okay? With this lava puddle now, you will have enhanced heat, so you can start clearing up the puddles on the field. Also, the boss will cast a blue light after this, so make sure you're facing the boss when he does. If you're not, you will be frozen, okay? So during this time, you should be focusing on clearing up the puddles on the field. If you don't have enhanced heat, look for a mushroom and start wiping the field of the puddles because the boss will absorb them, okay? Now, if you're not skilled and you cannot survive these blasts, it is best to focus on this part of the mechanics because it will cost you in the end, okay? So after this, the boss will jump to the far mark again, okay? So again, dash out of the AoE range and then he will drop another lava puddle, okay? During this time, make sure that you're clearing up the field of the puddles. Now after this lava, he will do a purple swipe on the floor, okay? Shortly after. This purple swipe, you have to jump over it. You cannot iframe it. You will lose your enhanced heat if it touches you. So yeah. Now throughout all of this, there is a pattern, okay? He jumps to far mark, drops a lava puddle, red light, okay? Look away. He jumps to far mark, drops a lava puddle, blue light, make sure you're looking at him. Jumps to far mark, drops a lava puddle. Shortly after, he does a floor swipe that removes your heat, okay? It is that simple. Just focus on that part of the mechanics and you should be good. Now, during this time, the boss will absorb the remaining puddles on the floor. If you lost your enhanced heat due to the purple swipe, try to find a mushroom before you start to do these smashes, okay? Now, there isn't a lot of mushrooms on this stage, so you gotta be super careful when you are clearing the puddles to look what the boss is doing and just pay attention in general, okay? So again, there is a pattern here. Just do a timing in your head and just iframe, okay? Now after 5 smash, the boss will cast the red light, so you don't have to iframe that next blast after the 5th smash. So keep that in mind, okay? So you can take a breather. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, red light, look away. 1, 2, 3, 4, blue light, look at the boss. Also, if you notice, every time I mess up my iframe and I get hit, I try to restack my enhanced heat buff. Now if you notice here that I went close to my party member to free her, so she have time to resist the last blast because that can kill her. So yeah. Now after this, the boss will finish with another puddle. Again, if you did manage to maintain your heat buff, such as the enhanced heat, you can keep it again for even more, okay? Also, after this, you want to make sure you avoid standing in the middle. So if you are the tank, lure the boss to the side of the field, because after some time he will jump back to the middle and then he will repeat the grab phase of the tank and then blow heat and then jump to the furthest. So yeah, boss jumps to middle, okay? Also, you don't want to waste your breaker here. You want to make sure that when you're breaking the boss, it's during a time when everybody in your party has the enhanced heat buff. So yeah. So to close out this video, I will leave a little video of me iframing the boss at stage 10. So yeah, you can just watch the timing and just practice from that, okay?